Hey there. Hey, Facebook. What is up? All right. Hey to all the replay viewers as well. If you're watching the replay, hello. Welcome. I've got to do my daily rundown and get this live stream shared across all my platforms so all of my peeps can watch. All right, I've got some exciting stuff to talk with you guys about today. Exciting. So I hope you're ready, because I am ready for sure. All right, let's share this with my boss babes over in my group. All right, so if you are new to me, I'm Kendra Woods of KendraKWoods.com, and I'm a mindset and business coach for new online entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs, because I know there's a lot of ladies that are in my community who are aspiring entrepreneurs, right? They have a business idea and they are working it out and they want to have their own business. So here's what I want to talk to you about today. I have a ton of updates, and not a ton, maybe like a few updates. And then I also want to talk about something that came to me today when I was doing my workout, right? And it's all about this whole idea of having a plan B, right? And so first of all, let me say this. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. I had a fantastic weekend. And I wanted to share with you something. Yesterday was Sunday. And so I went to church on Sunday, heard a fabulous word on Sunday. Hey guys. And it was all around, you aren't what you feel, right? From a biblical perspective. And so that was amazing. And then I spent the rest of the day with one of my really good friends and her daughter, who happens to be my goddaughter. And we talked about, women in business. We talked about anxiety. We talked about depression. We talked about, women not asking for what they want in their business or in their lives. We talked about mindset. So yesterday I was completely in the clouds. And by the time the day was over, I was spent. I was okay, I gotta go to bed, because it was such a stimulating conversation. And we talked about so much. And a lot of it was really relevant to women in general, but also was relevant to business and to life, right? So at some point I'm going to just kind of really lay out all the points that we hit yesterday, because they were really some good ones. And it was a conversation that I really did feel man, I almost wish we could have recorded the conversation, right? At least parts of it. Some of it was a little too personal to be, I don't want to have it out there in the interwebs. But I just thought to myself, wow, this needs to be recorded. And I even told her, actually, now that I am thinking about this, I told her, I said, I would love to have a forum or an open discussion with other women where they got to share their stories, because her and I were kind of sharing our stories about some of our, challenges and how we were able to get ourselves out of those places. And it was just so empowering, hearing her story and then me being able to share my story. And it really helped me realize too that when you have those moments when you're dealing with something, you feel like you're the only one that's dealing with it, right? Whatever it is you're dealing with, you can tend to feel like you're the only person that's dealing with it. But when you hear other women sharing their story, you realize that there's hope, that there's light at the end of the tunnel, that it's not just, you that's going through what you're going through in the moment. And that can be very uplifting, encouraging, and empowering to a lot of women. And so, I told her, I said, it's so important that women share their stories, right? That you share your stories. And I thought, what would happen if, because I believe that everything that happens to us happens for a reason, and that once we can realize that, we can begin looking into, okay, what is it that I'm supposed to get from this? What is the lesson that I'm supposed to get from this? And you can glean the lesson, learn from it, grow from it, and then you can take it and share it with other women who will then benefit from your journey, who may be going through a similar journey, who can look to you and say, oh, okay, that's how you did it. And you can encourage them which could then help them get through their journey, and then they could help someone else get through the, like imagine if we all did that, like the ripple effect that it would have, right? So anyway, we just had some powerful discussion yesterday, and it was so great. But what I want to talk to you about today is, the fact that there's no plan B. There's no plan B. I was thinking about, of course, business as I was exercising. And it occurred to me, I was like, there is no plan B for me. Like this business that I've started, that I'm working in, it's going to work. Like there is no, well, if this doesn't work, then I'll do this. No, there isn't. There is no other option. Like this is it. And so what I want you to understand and what I want to share with you is why it's important to get that out of your mind that there is a plan B, right? Because there isn't. When you go into any venture, especially a business venture or anything that you're doing, when you go into that and you have in the back of your mind a plan B or an exit strategy or, like something in your back pocket in case this doesn't work, you're like setting yourself up from the very get-go. You're setting yourself up because here's what happens. When you start your business venture or whatever it is that, that you're doing in your life right now, and you make the decision that you're going to do it, when you decide that you're going to do it and you say, yes, I'm going to launch my business. Yes, I'm going to be a speaker. Yes, I'm going to be an author. Yes, I'm going to be a business coach, mindset coach, wellness coach, whatever that is for you. But then you also tell yourself, but if it doesn't work, I can always do X, Y, Z. Here's the way your mind works. If you tell your mind, hey, we're going to do this, but if it doesn't work, we've got a fallback plan, we'll do this. Well, you're never going to allow yourself to go full out and all in. You're just not going to, because there's that part of you on the other side of this that knows, well, if it doesn't work, then I've got this over here to fall back on, right? No, because then you don't go at it, you don't go into it 100%. You just don't. I don't care what you say to me. Nobody can convince me that when you go into a business venture for yourself, when you go into, a goal that you have for yourself, whether it's losing weight or it's increasing your health or it's renewing your mind or, it's creating a morning routine for yourself and then sticking with that morning routine, whatever it is, nobody can convince me that if you go in that venture that you want to go into and then you tell yourself on the other side, well, if it doesn't work, I'm going to do this. You're not going to tell me that you're going to then go into that venture at 100%, 110%. You're not going to, because there's always going to be that part of you that's holding back, right? There's always going to be that part of you that's like, that doesn't go all in, that doesn't allow yourself to be resourceful and be creative. You're not going to, because you're going to know that you've got this over here, right? If someone said to you, if someone were to say to you, okay, go launch your business, go out there, launch your business, put yourself out there, but know that you've got, this pot of money sitting here waiting for you if it fails, right? Which it's not going to fail. But if someone says that to you, right? Your mindset going into that is you're going to be free. You're going to be like, yeah, you're not going to be as focused, number one. You're not going to be as disciplined, and you're not going to be as committed, right? If they were to tell you, let's say they put a time frame on it, and they say you've got a year to get your business off the ground. But don't worry, if you don't get it off the ground in a year, you've got this pot of money sitting here that will sustain you until you can find a job, right? You're not going to focus on it 100%. You are not going to be disciplined with it. You're not going to be consistent with it. And you're going to allow distractions to take over, because you're going to rationalize to yourself, oh, well, I don't feel like doing the work today because I'm tired, and, I've been running all over the place, And it's okay, because at the end of it, I know I'm going to be taking care. I've got the money anyway, right? There's a difference between going into business for yourself and maybe you are building your business while you're working, right? There's a difference there, because there's a fine line. Really, there's a fine line there, because sometimes you can, be working in corporate and you're building your business and you're really not going in it 100%, because number one, yeah, a lot of your time is going towards your corporate job, right? But then number two, you know that you always have something there to fall into. I heard a coach say that once, what's the worst that could happen? Maybe you launch your business and it doesn't work. You can always go get a job. And I'm like, no, that is not the mindset that you want, nor the mindset that you need when you go into this thing, when you go into a business for yourself. You've got to have the mindset of, I'm going all in. This is it. This is my only opportunity. My life depends on it. And I've got to show up and do this darn thing every single day. Because when you have that mindset and you operate daily off of that mindset, you're going to show up every single day regardless, right? You're going to learn how to dig deep to get to the next level that you want to get to. You're going to be more resourceful. If one thing doesn't work out, you're going to try something else. If that doesn't work out, you're going to try something else. You're going to keep trying. You're going to keep moving forward, right? You're going to be more committed to it, period. Your commitment level is going to be higher than if you said to yourself, oh, well, I've got this fallback plan over here. So if this doesn't work out, I've always got this. No. That is what that brings up for me, is somebody who has I'm thinking of the word duality, but it's like your mind is not focused on one thing, right? It's focused on two things. It's focused on launching your business and growing your business. And it's also focused on this backup plan that you have over here that, yep, that can work if this doesn't work. No, it's like you're in the middle. You haven't made a decision. You have not made a decision. Yes, that's what I'm getting to. You have not made a decision if you're going to do this business thing, but then you're telling yourself, but I have plan B over here. That's not a decision. Because here's the thing. The word decide literally means to cut off. To decide means to cut off. So that means when you decide to launch your business, you cut off every other plan that there could be. Now you can argue this down and say, well, you've got to be wise and you got to make sure that you've got a backup plan and you've got to be sure that you've got this and this in place. But I'm sorry, like my way of thinking and my belief is if I've got to have a backup plan, if I feel like I've got to have a backup plan and then I've got to have a plan B, then I'm also essentially making an indirect plan to fail. Just saying. That's what I believe. It's what I believe. And it's not necessarily what I believe too, it's also what I know. Because since I have been on this journey and been in my business full time now for the past, I went full time almost 3 months ago. I went full time in my business, right? And what I have learned in these 3 months and what I have been able to achieve and actually do in these 3 months has been literally more than what I could have done working in corporate and building my business in like 6 months. It's more than what I would have ever been able to do, right? I mean, in those 3 months, I've launched Breakthrough Bootcamp, which was my 7-week group program. I'm in my second launch where I'm in the whole launch period of Clarity Creation Cash. I've been talking about that for the past week and a half, right? I finished my ebook, and I've got other updates I'm going to share with you. That was one of them. I've got something else that I'm thinking, I'm going to launch that, right? That's going to be happening the next 2 weeks. I've got another thing that I'm about to launch this week for the holidays. None of that there's no way I would have been able to meet those deadlines had I had my mind in my business and then, oh, I've got to make sure I keep up with my plan B as well. No. So either you're going to commit to it and you're going to decide to build your business, to grow your business, and to launch your business, or you're not. Like, there is no in between. There is no, oh, I'm just going to sit right here in the middle. And if the opportunity comes to me, and if the opportunity, arises, then I'll go after my business, right? But if an opportunity arises over here, then I'm going to go that way. No. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. And it's all about, you've got to have an amazing amount of focus and belief in yourself and consistency and commitment. Like, those are the 3 words that I have been saying this whole entire live stream for the past 15 minutes. Consistency, commitment, and focus, right? And determination, of course, too. But when you've got your mind split in 2 areas, it makes that really hard to happen, right? It makes it more difficult for yourself. And I posted about this earlier today. I was like, man, we make it so complicated. We make it so complicated. And what I was talking about is, as a businesswoman, the things that are in your heart that you need to be doing every single day. You know what they are. Now, some of those things may scare you. They may scare you and you may think, oh my gosh, there's no way I could do that. But if you will listen in and tune in and simply do what you're being called to do every single day, you'll begin to see results, right? And now maybe right off, it's not like monetary results that you're seeing in your business, but you'll begin to see that people are responding to your content more. People are, responding to your emails that you send out. People are responding to your social media posts that you put out. Like, you'll begin to see the momentum building, okay? But if you stay stuck in that whole, well, I've got a plan B. Hey, Kathy. Oh, I've got a plan B, and I've got to work on this. I got to keep focusing on plan B while I'm also focusing on plan A. You're splitting your efforts. You're splitting your energy, okay? And your dream and your vision is worth all of your energy, period. It's worth all of your energy. It's worth your time. It's worth your effort. It's worth your commitment. So why not give it your all? I mean, if you're going to do something, go all the way in, right? And I've often said, go big or go home. So either you're going to go all in for it and you're going to trust, you're going to trust yourself, you're going to trust the process, and you're going to literally build that faith muscle and work from that place, or you're not going to do it. There's no in between. No in between. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But what I would love to know is, I would love to know your thoughts, your comments, if this resonates with you. So even if you're watching the replay, you guys, give me your comments, give me your thoughts. Let me know if this hits home with you, or if you've got questions about it, or even if you disagree about it. I don't care. Put that in the comments too. But let me move on to the updates, because I have exciting updates to share with you, and I'm so excited about them all. All right. Number 1, my ebook is finished. Like, I have finished my part. I am sending it off to the editor this week for it to be edited. And then, of course, I'll get it all packaged up and pretty. And it'll be my very first ebook. And the name of the book is Mind Boss Habits, 12 Habits to Getting Out of Your Head and Getting Into Action. So I literally lay out for you the 12 steps for you to take when you have finally decided that you want to be the boss of your mind instead of the other way around, right? And there's also some pretty other cool resources and things that I've added into this ebook. So I'm super excited about it. It's taken me longer than I wanted to actually complete it, because I was in a state of resistance, because I was going through that whole loop of, it has to be perfect. It's got to be perfect. I've got to add more. I've got to add this. I've got to add that, right? And I'm like, okay, Kendra, seriously? I'm done going through this loop over and over and over again. Let's get it finished, right? So I finished it. I set myself a deadline, and I actually beat my own deadline by like 3 days. So it is finished. And hey, Valerie. It is finished, and I'm going to be launching that really soon, but I'm also going to get you guys a pre-sale link as well, so you can go ahead and get your copy of this ebook. Go ahead and get it reserved for yourself. So as soon as I launch it and it's all ready, which will be like in the next month, I will get it to you immediately, okay? The second update is I am going to be doing, you all know that I come on here every single day and I do a live stream, like Monday through Friday, I live stream every day as part of what I've decided that I'm going to do every day in my business, because it's important for me to get my message out. It's important for me to encourage, inspire, and empower you to live your best life and to create the business that is for you to create, right? And so, but I want to take it a bit further, and I've decided that I am going to do my own show, right here on Facebook, called Boss Babe TV. And so once a week, I am going to be going live with a set agenda. Like typically on these Facebook lives, I don't have like a set agenda. I just ask myself before I get on the live stream, what do I want to talk about? And then I just talk about it. But this Boss Babe TV is going to be more structured, right? And it's going to be for the savvy, successful entrepreneur, female entrepreneur, okay? And so I'm going to be sharing all things business, all things mindset, all things abundance mindset, success mindset. We're going to be talking about not just business as well, but also, lifestyle things as well. We're going to be talking about, your health, and I'm going to be sharing everything on this show, right? And the one thing that I'm also going to be doing is I want to know what questions you have. So go ahead and begin sending me your questions about business, about, about habits, about rituals, about mindset work, anything to do with, success mindset, anything to do with, business, like launching your business, growing your business, anything around those categories, because what I want to also do on the show is answer questions from my community and from my tribe live on the show, right? So I'll answer questions while I'm on the show, but then also I'm going to be looking for those and soliciting questions to be able to bring to you on the show, because typically if one person has a question about something, there's somebody else that has a question about it too, right? And so I'm going to be answering those questions on the show. And I'm also envisioning that on down the road from this, I'm going to be bringing on some other successful entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs, to share not only, their insight when it comes to business, but also to share their stories, to share with you, inspiration, to share with you their journey and what they've learned and what their downfalls have been and how they've gotten through them. And so I do envision that that's going to become a part of it too, where I have guests on the show and we'll do like a live stream together here, and it'll just be a conversation, right? And you'll be able to get in on that conversation. And that's what I was thinking, like over the weekend when me and my girlfriend were talking about, all this good stuff that I mentioned earlier in this live stream. If you haven't caught that, go back to the beginning and listen. I was thinking, man, this conversation needs to be heard by so many women. And so this TV show that I'm going to do once a week will enable us to have those types of conversations so that it can get out to more people, right? So be on the lookout for that. I'm planning on launching that first part of December. So I'm super excited about that. What else? Oh, and I am going to be doing like a workshop of some sort about mid-December around goal setting and getting yourself ready for 2018, right? And so it's not going to be just your typical, okay, let's sit down and write some goals and what do you want to achieve and all that good stuff. We're going to do that, but we're going to take it much deeper. It's going to be much more intentional, and it's going to be clear and focused so that when you go into 2018, you know exactly what it is that you need to be doing, right? So what else is there? I feel like there was another update that I wanted to give you. What else? Maybe that's it. That may be it. So if I think about it, I'll post it. But also, before I wrap this up, you guys, if you have not secured your space and my 4-week group coaching program, Clarity Creation Cash 2.0, which kicks off, by the way, November 30th, which is next week. If you haven't secured your space, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? Because this program is so phenomenal. It's 4 weeks, you and I together in a group setting where I am literally going to be walking you through all the pieces I mentioned, Clarity, Creation, Cash, also with a bonus week to do with confidence and increasing your self-worth. So the first week, we're talking all about clarity, getting you clear on your business vision, on your message, on who your ideal client is, on, everything that you need to be clear on when it comes to your business, right? We're going to be tackling that the first week. The second week will be all around creation. And so we'll be talking about how to intuitively, that's week 3. We're going to be talking about, what products, services, programs, that your soulmate client needs. What is that? And I'm going to be walking you through how to create it. What platform will you hold it on? How will you structure it? How will you deliver it? I'm going to walk you through my exact process of how I come up with, ideas for new programs, right? And I call it being an ideas machine, right? So I'm going to talk to you and teach you how to do that so that when you want to create something, you know how to pull it out, you know how to structure it, you know how to present it, you know how you're going to package it, and you can get it out there quicker. Instead of thinking about like, I don't know, should I do this, should I do that, should I do this, should I do that? No, I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? I'm going to teach you how to just literally download the idea and put it out there with confidence. And then the week 3, we're going to be talking about cash. And that's all about intuitively pricing your product, service, or program. It's going to be around your money mindset. What is your money mindset? What is your money story? Because we all have one, and you literally are showing up and interacting with money based upon your money story. Okay, so we're going to talk about what that is, what your money story is, how to change that, how to up level your money mindset, and how to think like somebody who is literally calling in the money, calling in the cash into their business. Essentially, we're going to be talking about, and I'm going to teach you what I have learned from working with multiple 6-figure and 7-figure coaches, but then also my own studies and studying how rich people think and, what their beliefs are and how they show up. I'm going to teach you all of that. And then the last week, which I'm thinking I'm going to move to the first week, but we'll see, is all about your confidence and self-worth. So we're going to dig into who you are, like who you really are, what you're made of. We're going to be talking about aligning your feminine energy to your vision that you have for yourself. We're going to teach you how to express that confidence to the world, right? Because confidence is not like, the makeup you wear or the clothes that you wear. I mean, that is part of it. But at the core, it's about inside. It's about what's going on in here, right? So we're going to dig into some inner work, and there'll be exercises and lots of things that I'm going to have you do to help you build up the woman inside of you so that the confident energy and the self-worth just exudes. Like it just, people can see it on you, right? So we're going to do that in week 4. So if you have not secured your space, I'm going to put the link right here in the live stream. And I'm going to say here is where you can secure your space for Clarity Creation Cash 2.0. Ooh, not 200, 2.0. All right. And what I will say to you is if you have any questions around if this is for you, we can set up a discovery session and we can talk about it, and I'll answer your questions for you. You can ask me questions, and we can really get down to if this is truly a good fit for you or not. Okay. All right. So I'm sharing the link with you now. Let's see, KendraKWoods.com/Clarity Creation Cash. So go ahead, and as soon as this live stream is over, go ahead and click on that link. Go read the sales page, secure your space, whether it's a VIP option or if it's the just regular registration, whatever. Go ahead and do that. I've got a payment plan for you guys, so I'm making it super easy, okay? And hit me up, message me, or say, hey, I want to get on a call with you if you have questions about the program, okay? I'm going to get off of here. I've got some writing to do and lots of other things to do for the day. So thank you so much for watching. Whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, thank you for watching. Let me know you're here. Leave me your questions, your comments, your thoughts. And we will have some more conversation tomorrow for sure, but maybe even today if I feel inspired about something and I feel like I need to share it, okay? All right, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.